This time of year can stir both emotions and endless thoughts of how our lives are going or not. We may have a sense of longing, a heart or soul ache. So we pursue busyness for happiness. We consume food and alcohol to distract us from this absence in our hearts. And yet, even surrounded by people, we may still feel lonely. In the darkest time of year, that aching could be for the return of the light. Our ancestors celebrated the return of the light every year at the Winter Solstice, the return of the sun, and revered this light as the light of God. So the S-U-N is the S-O-N of God. The Great Spirit, however, a higher power resonates with you, but it's in our cellular memory, and this aching could be a seeking for the divine, mystical remembering. Because without it, life feels meaningless. And I know this from experience that there is absolutely nothing outside of the self that can fill this void. It is a yearning for a return to the deeply spiritual, something that we are a part of. And we have found ourselves so steeped in materialism, but our ache is ultimately a seeking for wholeness, beauty, goodness, truth. And the material life wants to drown out the mystical. Your relationship to God is your birthright, and it has nothing to do with organized religion. It does not matter whether or not you go to church. We can take time to be still and to create a sacred a space, and contemplate our relationship with creation. Spiritual beings are waiting for us to return to this mystical union. This sacred energy is all around us and in nature, and above us in the starry skies. This is what is for soothing the soul, and it gives meaning and purpose. And that today is what this topic is about, folks. We will weave the archer's quest for the divine, the subtle bodies, and how to overcome adversarial forces that could influence our well-being and our relationship to the divine. My name is April, and I would like to welcome you to Zodiac Sophia, where we contemplate the current solar transits each month through esoteric astrology and the spiritual teachings of Dr. Rudolf Steiner. Currently, the sun is transiting and transmitting the cosmic energy of the spiritual beings of the Sagittarius constellation from December 17th through January 19th. The symbol of Sagittarius presents us with a profound mythological image. A half-human, half-animal creature, the centaur, draws his bow and aims upward towards the heavens. This archer is said to direct his arrow at the galactic center and the great central sun. Here lies the deepest invitation of this sign, to journey toward higher places both within ourselves and in our external expression. In astrological tradition, Sagittarius is the traveler, a lover of long journeys and new worlds, and endless adventure. As a mutable fire sign, Sagittarius embodies the flame of enthusiasm and expansion, representing humanity's quest to transform the lower nature for a higher purpose. And within this symbol we witness also the philosopher, the lover of the great outdoors, and the eternal seeker striving for spiritual knowledge. Joy and optimism flow abundantly from this cosmic signature. So the archer walks the path of truth for transformation with exuberance and learns to live on earth while maintaining awareness of our inherent divinity. So Jupiter is the ruler of this cosmic energy, Sagittarius, and this archetype represents cosmic thinking and wisdom at its highest potential. So through Jupiter's influence, we move swiftly like an arrow in pursuit of a unified truth with meaning, seeking to spiritualize all of our earthly endeavors. So the dual nature within this centaur speaks to us of our human condition, here with the lower half rooted firmly in animal instinct, while the upper half, our higher self, aims persistently for the stars. This creates both tension and opportunity for conscious evolution. So as John Josselin beautifully states in his book on Meditations of the Zodiac, he says, this symbol indicates the ego emerging from its animal-like existence. taking on the shape of noble form and erect posture, feeling the forces of the I am flowing through him and directing his aspirations toward the stars. So we have a choice here of spiritual ascension or material descent. If we can successfully overcome the material mind in favor of spiritual truth, we enter a sacred realm of Christ consciousness, a state of spiritual intelligence aligned with God's plan for our cosmic and earthly evolution. However, if the lower forces prevail, one becomes like a wild, untamed horse, rebellious and lost in aimless indulgence, lawlessness, and moral confusion. So physically, Sagittarius governs the thighs, those powerful muscles that propel us through space to walk, run, dance, travel, hike the countryside, or climb the tallest mountains. This connection reveals Sagittarius' relationship to locomotion and movement, how we navigate both the outer world and our inner landscape and consciousness. Movement through Sag encompasses both physical exploration and advancement of thinking toward evolution and expansion. So now we are coming to the cosmic journey following Scorpio and Ophiuchus. Sag follows both Scorpio and Ophiuchus to create a powerful evolutionary sequence. After navigating the mysterious depths of Scorpio and the redemption offered through Ophiuchus, we witness transformation as lower forces are guided toward a spiritual path of higher wisdom. Following the personal inward journey to confront our own darkness, we emerge and move outward through Sagittarius with the fire of creative thought by bringing our inner discoveries out into the world. That is our manifestation of creative energies. So Jupiter stands as the great teacher of expansion and cosmic law and instills in us a sense of higher morality and unwavering trust in life's greater purpose. Under this influence, we can aim our arrows toward the stars and the very heart of divine truth. So we have explored up to now the beautiful, expansive energies of Sag, but this discussion would be incomplete if we didn't also discuss the potential issues that can occur with our very own thinking faculties with this Sagittarius higher mind energy. So Steiner does view thinking as a spiritual activity, but he also cautions us about adversarial beings that can also affect our consciousness and our thinking. In order to understand this more, we can briefly take a look at the four bodies. We have a physical body, an etheric body, an astral body, and our ego or I body. So the etheric body is known as the life body, which holds our memories and habits. And then our astral or soul body is the realm of feelings and desires, as well as our dreaming body. And finally our I am, which is the spiritual core. This is our higher self. And these bodies interpenetrate one another. So we have the physical, the etheric life force, the astral feeling, and the I, our Christ self. So you see, the process of thinking is multi-layered, so to speak, and it is through the more subtler bodies that these adversarial forces can influence us, and they are known as Lucifer and Ahriman. Every human being struggles with these two polarities, and the way to bring them to balance is through Christ, remembering our relationship to the divine. This, I will just tell you briefly here, is that like the Luciferic forces I've mentioned before, they pull us way out, seeking like lofty spiritual pursuits. And then we have the Ahrimanic forces that are pulling us further and further into the earth through technology and materialism. But we're here to find balance and bring balance to both of these. And of course, we're all struggling with these each and every day. But first we need to become aware of them, that they do exist. And also when we become aware of them, then we are able to become more self-aware. We start to realize more of what our thinking processes or feelings are going through. And then we can, as we become self-aware, we can strengthen our I. And as we strengthen our I, this is our higher relationship with God. And Rudolf Steiner, he taught a variety of exercises through meditation and verse in order to strengthen our I and our spiritual capacities. It just takes a little time each day. He's written many books and gave thousands of lectures to help guide us for these very times that we are living through now. So in this busy time, I do hope you take time for yourself to contemplate and connect to the soulful solar energies that are streaming down to us from the heavens above. Know that your life has meaning and purpose, and you are a child of the divine, and you are loved so much. I will close with a verse from Rudolf Steiner. In thy thinking, cosmic thoughts are living. Lose thyself in cosmic thoughts. In thy feeling, cosmic forces are weaving. Feel thyself through cosmic forces. In thy willing, cosmic forces, cosmic beings are working. Create thyself through beings of will. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a blessed Christmas, a happy solstice, and may peace be with you. God bless. Bye-bye.